channel. I'm your girl Destiny, and today we are back with yet another session of Des with the Mess. Now today we are here to talk about this Jocelyn's Cabaret Las Vegas episode 8. We are on episode 8, you guys. We are just moving right along. Now if you are new to my channel, here on this channel we discuss everything reality TV. You know, I watch shows on Bravo, VH1, Zeus Network, O Network, all those kind of things. So I'm just into all things reality TV. Right now, we're pretty much channeling in on Zeus right now, but I really enjoy shows on Bravo more than anything. Housewives of Atlanta, Married to Medicine, Housewives of Potomac, Love, Marriage, Huntsville comes out March 19th. So if you are interested in watching any of those reviews, make sure you subscribe down below and hit this thumbs up like button. It is the easiest way to support my channel and help it get out there. This is a very new channel, you guys, so I need you all to help me support it. But we're gonna go ahead and get into this review because it is a lot happened in this episode. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So we started out with, you know, the normal that I wanna ride, like I said in all my videos, Jocelyn, the music isn't amazing, but it's very catchy. Like, you can't help but to sing it when you hear it. Like, and it stays in your head. I wanna ride, you know what I'm saying? But anyhow, so Ballistic and Joseline were discussing, you know, the previous night. They had the first day of the cabaret the night before. So, you know, they're just sitting in the bed, you know, talking, you know, having that morning pillow talk, discussing how good it went, how everybody, you know, got along really well. They have 3 shows to have before they determine whether or not they're going to have a residency in Las Vegas. So I thought that that was really good. So, and they said that the way that it's looking, like it was sold out. People were waiting. Like, people were calling for her name like crazy. Like, they're definitely going to have a residency there, at least from what they think. So I hope so, because then that way when I go to Vegas, I can go see the show. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so they discussed how someone messed up Amber's dress, like her red carpet dress. Like, you can tell someone kind of took some type of tweezers or pin or push pin, just something, and like poked at her dress, like, you know. And there's only a couple people that it could be. It seems like Amber, she kind of gets along with pretty much anybody. She's been involved in some drama, but I think the only people that really don't like her are Amber and Diamond. So of course they were going to be the automatic people that people assumed did it, you know. But anyway, so she was saying how, you know, she's going to give the other ladies an opportunity to dance, to be in the cabaret. Like, it's not just going to be the same people every night, which I thought that that was good. That way they can kind of rotate people in and out. But she was like, yeah, so I'm going to give them a chance to dance before we have it again. Blase. So, and then after that, they had that little joke in where she was like, Ballista's like, all right, I gotta go get some stuff done. She's like, come on, babe, eat my booty. I'm like, did they really just say that on camera? Like, I'm telling y'all, TV's crazy now. Like, they be showing titties, like, talking about everything, and just, like, nothing even gets blurred out anymore. Like, I feel like they blur out labels more than boobs. Like, it's crazy, but I'm just like, all right. Anyway, so Chanel and Kapri are sitting outside, you know, talking about the night before, you know, which they weren't there, but they were kind of discussing, like, how they wanted to hear about it and all that. And while they were discussing it, they were also talking about how, you know, they can't wait to be able to prove themselves. That way they can, you know, get back into the, you know, they can get to the cabaret too. So Amber walks up, and quick side note, Amber looked really cute. I thought her little blue outfit looked really good on her skin tone. I think her hair was laid, her makeup was laid. She looked really cute. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, Amber she is really grown on me. Like, I never disliked her. But I do feel like, for the most part, look, this is what you're going to get. Like, she's not being fake for nobody. Like, this is how she really is all the time. And I really like that about her. But anyway, so I just had to throw that out there, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I got to give credit where credit is due. But, and then they were discussing how Riri is Kapri's roommate. And she was just talking about how everybody was, you know, mad about the money. Like, how people were collecting the money. They were all supposed to split it up. How Lollipop and Lexi had like a little bit of a little argument or deal or whatever you want to call it. And, you know, so as they were all outside, Lollipop walks by and Chanel was like, well, like, hey, come over here, you know. And they were like, why you call her over here? Don't nobody want her over here. She was like, well, I want her to get a chance to, you know, tell her side, blah, blah, blah. So, like, Lollipop was just talking about how, like, it didn't bother her. She was like, you know, that's chump change to me. Like, that doesn't matter to me. Like, with her little high-pitched voice or whatever. And they were like, well, clearly you were bothered by it. So let's not try to act like it was chump change and you don't care about it, because you did. You know what I'm saying? But she kept trying to act like she didn't care or whatever. So anyway, so they cut to the next, you know, the next scene where Jordan was outside with Lexi and they were discussing the night before. And I was really happy to see Jordan, because I feel like we don't really get to see a lot of Jordan. She seems like she's pretty much out of a lot of the drama. And she was just talking about how much she enjoyed the night. She's gonna save her pasties. And Lexi thought it was weird. She was like, why would you keep them? And she's just like, I felt like it was an awesome moment. And she was like, I just wanted to have something to remember it by, you know. And I didn't think it was weird. Lexi thought it was weird, but I really thought there's something that I would do. Like, I save little stuff, stupid stuff like that too, just because it's like, I want to remember it. Like, you know, so I thought that was really cute. I didn't see nothing wrong with it, Jordan. She was like, I can put it in the scrapbook. And I was like, oh, that's something that I would do. That's why I didn't see nothing wrong with it. But anyway, so they were talking about how, you know, Jordan, Wet walks up. And then they were talking about how, you know, Wet had been in a lot of fights. You know, how you feeling? Jordan has never been in a fight. Shocker, you know. I mean, but she seems like she's the easygoing person. But Wet was talking about how her ribs are bruised and she's still healing from all that fighting. Because the poor thing, she got in 4 fights. Like, I feel bad. And she's a little person. So, you know, I feel like the girl can only take so much. But she held her own. I'll give that to her. She held on. She irking. But I didn't think she deserved, you know, to have to do all that fighting in there or whatever. But anyway, so it cuts to Diamond, Riri, Amber, no, Raven, Henny, Riri, and Diamond. All were outside playing putt-putt. And they're horrible, by the way. Like, I was just watching. Like, I don't know if I was the only person that paid attention to that, but, like, they were horrible at putt-putt. Like, I grew up playing golf sometimes, so I guess maybe that's why I paid attention to it, but they were bad. But I thought that it was a weird dynamic, like, them all being together, because Riri and Kapri are best friends, and they're in the same room. Henny and Amber are roommates, and they're good friends. And then they have beef with Amber and Diamond. So I thought that was kind of an odd dynamic anyway. But I was just like, okay, this might be good. But they were discussing, you know, how Amber's dress got messed up. And, you know, how they were trying to figure out who did it or whatever. And Raven and Diamond were offended that they were accused of being one of the people, like one of the culprits kind of thing. And it's kind of like, why are y'all shocked that people think it could have been y'all? Y'all have beef. Like, you know what I'm saying? She was like, ain't nobody going y'all dirty A room. Like, didn't nobody go in there? And Henny was like, first off, it's not dirty. And that's when I realized they were roommates, because I was like, she really got offended by that. So she must be in that room too. She said, first off, it's not dirty or whatever. And then Diamond was going, she was talking real tough. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I just kept thinking, like, Diamond, you better be able to fight, because she be talking like she's so hard, you know. But Raven, you know, was saying how she was offended too. She didn't like that she was being accused of stealing it and messing it up as well. So Henny and Diamond are arguing real bad. And then at some point they were like, well, go get Amber. So she was like, I'll go get her. Okay, I'll go get her. Went and got her. Now, Amber came back. You can tell Amber stay ready, so she don't gotta get ready. She was ready for a fight. She was ready for whatever was gonna happen, whatever she was gonna walk into, because she been ready to beat them up for real. Or whatever. So she walks up, and then Amber said that she felt like they was doing all that tough stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? And they ain't trying to fight. They're not trying to fight. And Raven kept talking about how she's not scared of Amber. Yes, you are. Like, y'all was so quick to jump Gaia. Y'all was so quick to jump Wet, to jump in the fight, have an altercation, whatever. But every time it's Amber, y'all got a whole lot of this and ain't trying to fight. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can just tell y'all scared. It's okay. Just say that. It's all right. And then Raven was talking about, you know, how she paid $10,000 for her boobs. And she don't got to steal nothing from nobody or touch nobody's stuff, blase. And they were just, you know, going back and forth. And that was pretty much it. You know, Lollipop ended up sliding through. And then she kind of started saying how, because Diamond and Raven were talking about how Lollipop stole the show the night of the Cabaret. Jocelyn straight up said that Lexi and Riri were the main two people were, you know, They stole the show. Lollipop done ran back, told everybody, from what it seems like, done ran back and told everybody she stole the show. And nobody was checking for Amber, stuff like that. And so they were trying to say stuff like that. So now Amber's mad at Lollipop because she's like, it must be coming from you. You must have been telling them that, you know. So now Lollipop, you know, she starts talking crazy too. And I will say, Lollipop seemed like she might be able to fight. I hope she can, but the way that she be talking, you can tell that little sweet boy, you can tell she been in that strip club, because them girls in the strip club, they used to fight, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Tell me what y'all think. But, so anyway, it cuts to Lexi and Chanel walking around talking together. And I just kept thinking, like, Chanel, somebody need to get that girl some water. Like, she really just, she sounds like she just, like, she sounds like she needs to do, like, it. Like, she sounds like she needs to do that. Like, she sounds like she needs some water or something. Like, she sounds like she's been smoking 100 cigarettes and she just woke up. Like, I'm just like, I can't. But anyway, they were discussing how, you know, Chanel was like, you know, you gotta bring it. Lexi keeps saying that she's captain and there's gonna be a co-captain. Like, she's the captain at this point. But she was like, you know, we need to do something so you can get back in her good graces. You know, we should try the routine thing again, where they all have a routine. And they do it at the Cabaret, because at the Cabaret, they were all kind of just freelancing, you know, doing whatever. So she said that she thinks that's going to be a good idea. And, yeah. And then they were discussing how the stuff happened with the money. Because Lexi's like, look, I come from the strip club. Like, I understand that at the end of the day, you know, somebody collects all the money. Like, at the strip club, I guess they pick up their money. But for the Cabaret, someone was collecting all their money. And then they were going to take it back to the back and split it up. I guess in the strip club, they still pick up their own money, and then they take it back to the back, and then they split it up. From what I understand, you know, I ain't never been to a strip club. I don't know that many people work in a strip club. Somebody fill me in. Somebody educate me, because I don't know. But anyway, that's what Lexi's saying. And she was just like, at the end of the day, you know, they did make it rain on me when I went out into the crowd. So the people that were collecting all the money bought it to me directly. But she's like, I still was going to split it with everybody. Lexi just seems real cool, real sweet, real understanding. Like, and Lexi, she's older than people realize. So she's been around. She done seen a lot. Like, you know, I don't think that she was really trying to screw anybody over. I really don't. Like, I think that, you know, but I think at the same time, she's kind of like, this is a Cabaret, this ain't a strip club. We got to treat it differently, you know? Treat it accordingly. But I don't know. So they end up, you know, getting off that subject. So Amber they're all downstairs getting their nails done or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And Amber's talking about how she feels like Lollipop is straddling the fence. Lollipop is sitting across from her. Kapri sitting at the bar next to her. They're all getting their nails and toes done. And Lollipop is like, you know, I'm not straddling nobody's fence. And for the record, like I put in my notes, I was like, Amber is definitely one of my favorites right now. Like Lexi's, she's up there. Amber's up there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like there are people that kind of aren't in drama that I'm kind of like, they're fine, you know. But I feel like Amber's real, and I feel like Lexi is too, from what I see. But anyway, she says she calls out Lollipop and says she feels like she's straddling the fence. You know, when you're over with them, you're saying one thing. When you're with us, you're saying another. Lollipop's, ain't nobody straddling the fence, blah, 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 you know, playing flip-flop or whatever they were saying. Kapri jumps in and called her a flip-flopping AB, and then them two start going at it. And apparently, like Lollipop's like, you know, you've had a problem with me since day one. You've been wanting a problem with me, like, or whatever. So now they're going back and forth. And then and Amber was like, Lollipop was like, you just mad because you in the loser's corner. Stay over in the loser's corner or whatever. And I was like, oh my gosh. Kapri is nuts. When I tell you nuts, she was like going off, like doing the yelling. I don't even remember what she was yelling. I just remember thinking, she's so loud. Like, you don't gotta do all that. But at the same time, I'm thinking she had a lot going on before she came into the house. So I just feel like she's just taking that out on the other girls. Like, you know, that she had a lot going on. Her and her girlfriend was fighting. She probably getting beat on by a girlfriend, just whatever. And you just angry. But I do feel like she's a good dancer. I really genuinely do. Like, I watch her on Instagram, and then they dance later on, and I'm like, see, she is. But we'll get to that. But anyway, okay, so Anywho, so then they start talking about how this roaches and bed bugs, like they were in the midst of arguing, like, but I never said nothing about no roaches and no bed bugs. And I'm just thinking, who said something about roaches and bed bugs? Like, I didn't hear it myself. Like, you know what I'm saying? So apparently the word on the curb seems like they're talking about Amber in them's room saying they got roaches and bed bugs. And Amber's like, I don't play that. Y'all not about to be playing that when y'all got pizza boxes, eyelash boxes, y'all room's a mess. Y'all got the nerve to call somebody's room dirty. And Lollipop didn't deny it, so it must be true. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what it seemed like. But I was just like, okay, we're just gonna... That came out of nowhere. I don't know where that came from. But here come Raven. While they're arguing, she just, all you see is her standing behind the security guard talking crazy. And Amber's like, she always popping out of nowhere. And then they started discussing credit cards. And she was like, you don't even have a credit card. Amber pulls out her credit cards. And she's like, Victoria's Secret, Credit One. Who else did she say? Credit Karma. I don't know. She started naming off cards. And I'm just thinking, oh, I have some of those. Like, you know what I'm saying? Which I was just kind of thinking, like, if that was supposed to be a flex, I was just like, it kind of wasn't. And I understood because then it cut to Lollipop saying, like, girl, that's like saying you got an Aldi's number. Like, girl, that wasn't saying nothing. And I feel like, you know, the point was she does have credit cards. Don't come for her and say she ain't got no credit cards, because she does. They might not be no, like, you know, real good ones. You know, not that they're bad, but they're not like, yeah, you know, the kind of credit card status. But, you know, she got them. Y'all didn't say y'all had none. But anyway. So, I was just like, Lord, here comes Jocelyn. Jocelyn done pulled up in a white t-shirt, basketball shorts, and her scarf on. Like, you can tell they really just be chilling around the house. And she came to kapri and was like, you gonna stop with all that yelling shit. And I was like, I told y'all she was loud. I knew she was being too loud. Like, she looked real loud. You know, so she was like, you know, you gotta quit all that yelling stuff. And then she pointed her finger to Lollipop and was like, I don't know what type of fence you think you on. Like, if she was like, no, what kind of pedestal you think you on. Thinking that you know, you all this, you feel like you don't gotta speak to me when you see me. She was like, you was in the kitchen, all the girls said hi, you didn't say good morning. And Jocelyn, I was like, you was really bothered by that. Like, you know what I'm saying? She was like, and you think you just the cutest thing. You think you look better than Beyonce. She was like, it's something about you, high yellow bitch. I was like, ooh. Okay. She was like, you think you look better than Beyonce? She didn't answer the first time, and then the second time she was like, yeah, everybody was like, oh, wait a minute. Stop the press. Like, you look better than Beyonce? Like, you really think you look better than Beyonce? Oh, Lord. So then everybody was kind of like, what? And then Lollipop talking about, she said, F the Beehive. And I'm just like, you about to be all over social media now. You, like, I feel like people already didn't like her from the last episode and was like really trolling her on Instagram. And now it's really about to be bad because you really like kind of went in, you know, on Beyonce. And you don't come for the queen. So, Lollipop, you probably just ruined your career before it even started. Dang. Like, that's all I could think about was she gonna regret that. She's definitely gonna regret that. But anywho. So, Amber says she wants to put out on the table that she's uncomfortable by people saying the N-word. And she's over a certain particular person saying the N-word. Jocelyn holla, Jordan, you saying the N-word? Why she go straight for Jordan? And I guess because Jordan's like white. I think Riri is like Hispanic or something. She's not white. So in their eyes, like, that's okay. So she was like, Jordan. And Jordan was like, no, like, not me. Like, she was like, nah, Diamond. And then Diamond was like, you just want a problem with me. And Amber was like, you know, I'm just tired of you saying it. You're not going to keep saying it around me. It's disrespectful. She's like, and if you say it around me again, she's like, on my dad, on my brother's grave, I'm going to beat your way. And then here go Amber. Okay. I was like, she said it again. Okay, N-word, said it again. Amber, boop, like, instantly grabbed her up. What do I tell you? Like, and just, it was so necessary. It was so needed. It was long overdue. Like, I was so over Diamond. I was over Diamond and Raven because they was jumping people already. And then I didn't like how Diamond was saying it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I do understand where K Capri was coming from, because she was just kind of like, you know, she is Hispanic. That is like the closest thing to us. But I think at the end of the day, you know, it is kind of like when you hear other people that aren't my color saying it. You know what I'm saying? So I can understand why Amber felt some kind of way. But at the same time, unfortunately, the world that we live in now, people are just saying it's in song lyrics. Like, you know, it's kind of hard to get away from. And people have made her feel comfortable saying that. So you, as someone that doesn't like her, you're not going to hold no weight telling her to not say it at the end of the day. But I will say I enjoyed to see her get beat up for it, just for the record. But anywho, so she ended up getting beat up for it. And then right after it happened, she kept saying it again. Jocelyn's like, see, that's why she did what she did. I was like, oh. So they end up having like a big moment where they all went outside. Like Amber was like, you know, people have called me that. Da, 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 da. I did think that was a little dramatic, but you know, I can't, that's my opinion. It's my perspective. I don't know what her story is and what she's dealt with in the past that would make her be emotional about it. But I did think it was a little much. But that's just me. But anyway, so after all that was all said and done, Jocelyn was kind of like, dang, like your best friend didn't even jump in, didn't try to help you. She just sat there and watched you get beat up. Which I think that Raven probably normally would have jumped in, but I think people have been on them about jumping people, so she didn't. And she's scared of Amber. But it was interesting to me that Jocelyn kind of expected her to jump in, like, you know, was questioning why she didn't. But I don't know, it was kind of odd to me. But anyway, so all the girls end up later on that night getting a chance to perform. Jocelyn's like, I'm not going to go out. I'm going to stay in tonight. She's like, I want all of y'all to dance for me. We're going to pick another person to go dance for the cabaret. You know, we're going to give everybody an opportunity to dance. So, you know, they all are downstairs. The other girls got their dancing gear on and they're getting ready to dance. So they were like, who wants to go first? Everybody kind of, didn't want to go. So Chanel's like, I'll go. She was like, are you sure you want to go first? She's like, I'll go. So Chanel gets up to go, and Chanel did really good, but it wasn't like, oh my gosh, amazing. But I will say it was good, you know. But I think that it's one of those things where I don't really like know what they're really looking for when it comes to certain moves, what are hard to do when it comes to stripping and stuff like that, you know. So from outside looking in, as someone that doesn't know a lot, it was good, but it wasn't amazing. Okay. So then all the other girls went, you know, Henny, she was all right. Diamond, she was all right. She showed her butthole and everybody was kind of like, why you show your butthole? But then some girls were kind of like, ooh, you showed your butthole. So I don't know if that was a good, bad thing. I don't know. But anywho, I don't like her. So I didn't really care if she did good or not. K Capri ended up going last. Raven went, she did pretty good. She was very sexy, but she didn't really do much on the pole. But she was very sexy. And Raven's pretty. Like, Raven is very pretty. So I think that that's going to help her. You know, she has a nice body. She's very pretty. You know. But anyway, but K Capri went and listen. She was doing all kinds of tricks and moves and on the head, shaking the leg. Just all kinds of, you know. She's very talented. And I think that all of her antics are kind of like overshadowing that. Her being all emotional and crazy and stuff. And I watch her on live. I watched all the people on live, you know, and her and Lexi recently got into it. And I kind of was like, like I like K Capri. There are things I like about her, but I really like Lexi Blow. So I didn't really care for her coming for her, like, you know, and I don't know. Like, I feel like she is misunderstood to a certain extent, but she comes off very immature and like a crybaby. Like, you know, I don't know. But maybe we'll figure out more as the season goes on. I'm kind of about K Capri, you know, these days. Lollipop annoys me. I do feel like she's fake. I do feel like she does a lot, but I will say she's entertaining. But I think she's about to get canceled, as they say, you know, for coming for Beyonce. But I could be wrong. But next episode, baby, Jocelyn and Amber get into it really bad. Oh my gosh, that's going to be very intense. And then you see that they picked Raven and K Capri to dance at the cabaret. I hate that they showed that already, but I'm kind of happy at the same time. But, because now I got to wait to find out. But You know, so, and you see that Amber's not there. So they must have gotten into it really bad. I'm like, ooh, like, oh, it's gonna be interesting. But I can't wait to see. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm excited to figure it out. I'm excited to see. So hopefully y'all enjoyed that review. I know it was pretty lengthy, but a lot happened in this episode, a whole lot. So we had to go over all of it. Hit that thumbs up like button if you enjoyed this video. If you have not done so already, please subscribe down below. It is the easiest way to support my channel. Until next time, you guys. Bye.